Good everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we have the first flight of the Hudson. Now obviously I'm doing this straight after the We're Away first flight, but obviously I've spaced out the videos accordingly so that we're not getting bombarded by three first flights in 3 days. So that's just a bit pressurization. So, the Hudson, what is it and what it's about? Well, essentially, it is a modification of the B-34 Lexington, one of my favorite American bombers. However, us Brits being natural, we didn't want the 50 cals apparently because we just had a surplus of 7.7 Braddings lying around everywhere. I bet even the local chavs probably had a 7.7 Bradding during the Second World War just to defend themselves with if Germany invaded. Chav jokes aside, let's see what this thing could do, eh? So, it's obviously been modified and changed to suit British purpose. There appears to be some kind of radar. So maybe this is an anti-shipping aircraft. Obviously, it won't have the radar, but that's either a radar or some sort of radio connection or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but that definitely looks like radar. Otherwise, we have we are powered by two Pratt & Whitney. Oh, for God's sake! Apologies about that. A bumblebee who's been harassing my window for the last few days has just come back. Joy. He's just been banging his head on my window for some reason. No idea why. Anyway, as I was saying before the little bastard rudely interrupted, we are powered by two Pratt & Whitney S3C4-G 14-cylinder radials with 1200 horsepower. Pretty sufficient. Propels this thing along nicely when I test flew it. Flies like the Lexington, and, well, that's going to be good. Obviously, we do lose a bit of armament, but I'll go over that briefly. So, bomb load-wise, you get well, obviously we're taking the rockets with us, but we get 6 100-pound bombs and 4 250-pound bombs. Not as good as the Lexington, excuse me, but sufficient nonetheless. And obviously we get 8 AP Mark 1 rockets with 100mm of pen. Now, Richie D has used these rockets on his Wyvern and he doesn't like them. I'll be the judge of that. Obviously we're going to be fighting light ground. Maybe we'll see a tank or two at most, but most of the time we'll be seeing light ground targets, so I think these things are going to clean up rather well. So our nose armament consists of 2 Browning machine guns, which they're not the world's greatest, but they'll come in handy. The top turret I'm especially looking forward to using, so I'm quickly just going to buff my crew because I can. That top turret is going to come in handy from attacking bombers from beneath because I believe it can point all the way upwards, and if we take a look, it can go to 70 degrees upwards, which is pretty dang high up, as you can imagine. The lower turret is a single Vickers K, but I can live with that. We can use the speed of the Hudson to get away from most aircraft anyway. And, well, that's it for armament-wise. Obviously, the rockets aren't going to be as useful as what you might think, but that's perfectly fine. Bomb load isn't as good as the Lexington in the US tree, but I can live with that. And it's 2.0, same as the Havoc. And it's got rockets. So let's see how we do, shall we? Oh dear, I'm looking forward to this. I love the Lexington and the American tree. I still use it to this day to like get daily tasks in it done. And it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. So I'm hoping this is just going to be a toned down, rocket armed variant of its brother, so to speak. And we got Sicily, which means we're in a 2.7 to 3.0 game. That's not good at all. Okay. Well, we gotta do it, I'm afraid. So, I suppose we can just go in, hit a couple of ground targets with bombs, and get out. That's the best option, I think, for this map. Alternatively, we could use... Okay. I just happened to notice that, oh, the Killer 90 is on my friends list. Nice guy he is. As I was saying, we could potentially hunt bombers in this thing. I mean, we've got rockets underneath the wings, we've got nice forward armament, we've got a nice tail turret, and we've got a Vickers K if anything tries to harass us from underneath. Nigel, what are you doing in there? Is that that's probably like the navigator's position. Overall, it's a very nice looking aircraft. I do like the look of it. Like, I knew it was a Lexington, but it is a looker, especially with all this armament on it. Like I say, I'm pretty certain that is anti-shipping radar. And if so, that just adds a character in my opinion. So I think we'll drop the 10 bombs. There are the bombs. Obviously the 250s will probably drop first, so then we might go hunt some bombers. Let's see what we can do. Because we're fast enough to keep up with the German bombers, so that's our advantage. Last time I flew with a Killer 90, he was in a B-17 and I tried to cover him in a... I think I was in a Spitfire. I can't remember. It didn't go very well for either of us. 4 German bombers. As an old song one of my friends once told me, he'll recognise me who watches this video, because obviously this is technically a British modification. There were 10 German bombers in the sky. There were 10 German bombers in the sky. Then the RAF came and shot the bastards down. Obviously I'm changing it, but... Okay. We could hit a base, but I don't think this thing has the payload to take out a base, so we're just going to dump everything. That's literally protocol with this thing. So we've got to make sure those bombers don't slip by us, but... The good news is we will not see BV-238s, which I'm kind of happy about. There were 10 German bombers in the sky. Just think about it for a second, people. Like, just imagine. Yeah, but the 250s drop first, I can tell. Just imagine having... Sorry, I was jumping up my bombs there. Just imagine having... That was J88. Just imagine having the bomber limit, which originally used to... Well, you didn't have a bomber limit back in the day. And just imagine having 10 German bombers. And then you can officially say the quote from Battle of Britain, help yourselves everybody, there's no fire escort. Jeez, this thing picks up speed. Okay, we've got a AAA gun. Not the best start, but... These are high velocity, bloody hell. Rockets. Oh, we nearly hit him, you bastard. Right, okay, never mind. There were 10 German bombers in the sky. Dude, get out of gunner view. Trust me, a Hudson's forward armament is not that dangerous compared to a B-34's. Ow. Ow. Stop shooting me. Right, Nigel. You're up since you basically have infinite ammo. So now a Killer 90 is coming up to lend us a hand. Thank you. And that retard in the Hurricane is shooting at a dead bomber. Right, power on. Just keep the power up. We are catching up to this Condor, and I do obviously need to kill said Condor. Oh, that's a fire. I don't know who set that, but that was a Killer 90. I want to make sure I get an assist out of this. I'm not going to try and steal it, obviously. I'm just going to try and get some hits on him. Bloody hell, man. You are pumping. And I didn't get an assist. For God's sake, Gaijin. And that bloody bee's back. Luckily I have the windows shut because I hate bees. But bloody hell, they do not like me. I thought that said Idris Elba up there. Never mind. Is that what the hell is that down there? Is that the Stuka? I don't know why I've got that stuck in my head now, but we're right on the ragged edge of ripping our wings off. This thing's got better dive performance than what I thought. Again, not as good as the Lexingtons, but we're going to come and clear my friend's ass. Don't turn towards me, you spanner. There you go, keep flying straight. I'm right up his arse. Trust me, a Hudson on his arse is the last thing he's going to expect. B, go away, I can see you in the corner of my eye. See, look, that's the last thing you would expect. Frickin' Hudson right up his arse. Right, now Hurricane, turn back. Or just keep flying straight like a total spanner. Okay. Okay, well, we managed to clear the teammate, well, the teammate's tail. He's probably panicking, judging by his low level. Right, dude, turn around and fight. Fine, I'll distract. You piss off, because you're useless, clearly. Why would the G50 break off me when he knows I'm going to turn onto his arse? I can catch you in this thing. Then the RAF came and shot the Italians down, because the Italians somehow got involved. That's my phone. God damn it, my sister's messaging me now. How dare you? You're really that afraid of a Hudson? Right. Hurricane, help! Big Daddy Hudson needs your assistance. You are now, well, I'm now your sugar daddy. Where am I getting this from? Don't ram him, don't ram him. Oh, that was a beautiful engine fire. So I think that's, yeah, that's an engine fire. Right, break off. I'm not going to steal it. And he's gone. Beautiful, well done. Well done, teammate. You earned that. He earned that. Well done to you, cause wacky. You earned that, mate. Apologies for that interruption there. That was my sister. Okay, well. That was a good start to the Hudson hour, I think. Does do well as supporting the team, that's for certain. It can support its team reasonably well, it's just... It's not the most agile dancer of all, as, well, it's a 20-engine bomber, what do you expect? Mike Peterson, he's going to be quite dangerous. Be up on an E. Okay, well, we've still got 500 rounds in the front guns. So we can clean up some lighter ground targets. Then obviously we can come back in with a full payload and rockets and clean up some more heavier targets. If we'd have done that pass on that G50 with the regular P-34, we'd have probably killed him because of the 50 cals. But I'm not too fussed about it. We're off to a good start with this aircraft, and that's what all I want, really. Oh, there we go. That's one. Obviously, Nigel can help us clear up some ground targets from his guns. Right, Nigel, you're up. Beautiful job, mate. Right, there's a AAA gun. Well, that's an artillery piece there. Let's go for that. Nice. Whoa, what was that? That was AAA fire, I think. Whatever that was, I do not want to be hit by it. Yep, that's AAA. One hit, and we're already getting balanced. Thanks, Gaijin. Not like Hudson has any armor, which I don't think it does. Jesus, one hit and both engines are screwed, pretty much. Okay, let's head back. So I don't know how long these radios will last, because I've never had these engines on my aircrafts before. Just empty the last of the front gun armor. I'll take out that bomber, but I've still got another 2 bombers, mate. Can't wait, we can't get us in the air, Pee-wee, so you have to wait until we have landed, noob. What are you doing in a 109? What are you doing in an E? Oh dear, some places are so ironic. I would say in return, we can't get good stats in our B, so you have to fly an overpowered aircraft and under-tiered aircraft. Right, well, let's head back. And let's get the bombs on board, the rockets on board, and let's clean up some lovely ground targets. Because if there's nothing satisfying about playing this game, it's ground pounding. I do love ground pounding. And I know for a fact that this aircraft will do really well in doing so. Looking around the cockpit, yeah, it looks like a B-34, just exactly. Obviously the engines are a bit different, and the engine cowlings are a bit different, but that I can live with. We did try to use the rockets as intercepting, but unfortunately, I just don't know how to lead these rockets for air-to-air work. We nearly got him, but I'm just not used to him. But this is a nice plane to fly. It's very smooth in its maneuvers, and that's why I like the B-34. I mean, we've gotten, well, we should have had 2 assists, but we've got 8 ground targets under our belt, so that's something. Let's do a flyby on this P-40. Well, my version of a flyby is the... Oh, that's the dead guy we dealt with earlier, that Kozbaki. I mean, you did well to land it where you did, mate, so congrats to you, my friend. He actually thought I was going to strafe him, what the hell? I'm out of MG ammo, pal. Obviously, I would have music on myself, but for copyright fears, I'm not doing so. Technically, I could, like, license it, but the music I listen to on my Spotify is very mixed, so that'd just be too much fanning around. Let's be real. I'm not going to make any dollar from these videos for quite some time, but I don't care. It's not about, this is not why I do YouTube. I like to do it as a pastime. And I've really enjoyed it, like I say. I just do nice and easy recordings, enjoy some new vehicles, and just build up a nice little community. And that's all I want. Okay. Gear and flaps. These well, it should land at the same speed as the B-34, so technically I'm coming a bit too fast, but yeah, we are coming a bit too fast, but that's okay. It was a Condor, and he bailed out. What a scumbag! I patch 23, you're an arsehole. Level 17 and you deny someone a kill. It's bastard, B-A-S-T-A-R-D. Absolute tosser he is. Some players are like that, mate, unfortunately. Right, well hopefully we can clear up some more sufficient ground targets, such as pillboxes and things like that. That's the best thing to do, pal, just report him. Because technically that's passive play. Arseholes like that are why ARB is sometimes hated, because he had every opportunity to return to his airfield. Yeah, whatever. Well, there's 3 of us, and there is 1 guy left. In a BF-109E, we can take on a 109E, but I didn't forget his name. How can you forget his name in 5 seconds? Well, the hell, even my memory's not that bad. And hello, Fo. I saw your comment a few days ago with your dad joke saying just buy more memory. Yeah, that was a good one. That did make me chuckle. I didn't get it at first, but then I switched my brain on. Yeah, what I like about this top turret is that it can rotate around to the front. If it has to, obviously. It's highly unlikely that my gun is going to do so, but you never know. Right, well. Excuse me. Yawning a bit. Okay, anti-mech. That way he can't track us. I'm actually starting to sweat a bit now because we're going to be under a bit of pressure. And I always sweat under pressure, people. Can't be. I like the sound of you, mate. I'll say I haven't flown with a Killer 90. You really think I'm going to climb up to 14,000 feet in this thing? It'll take a decade. I'll hover around 4,000 meters. I'd say 3k if you're going to do that, pal. Okay, so let's see what these AP Mark 1 rockets can do. And obviously the bombs as well. 3,000 it is. Why are you putting it in all shut you? Oh. Oh, whatever. Everyone makes mistakes, but let's have a look. Level 32. I'm guessing he's in that. But hey, we'll have to see, won't we? Okay, we're coming over the ground targets now. Obviously, I've hit the order nice and early, so that way. I ain't got a clue, pal. If I did have a clue where he was, I would tell you. I mean, we're doing a nice level flight speed of 240 miles an hour, and it doesn't really want to go any faster. Let's let off the weapon, see if it drops any speed. Fun fact for those that don't already know, WWEP stands for War Emergency Power. You see him. And how come I don't? Dead ahead of you. Ah, there he is. Well, this will force him down. Just do not engage him in a head-on. Take him into a maneuvering fight if you can. He's that dumb enough to do it. Okay, bomb doors open. Rockets. That was close. Really? Thank you. That second rocket salvo should have been killed. Why would you dive all the way towards me? Wait. Oh, it's in a fucking flat spin. Oh, great. We're now going to have to hold off a Messerschmitt. A very angry Messerschmitt. Bombs. Don't think those are going to kill. They did. Beautiful. He's in a fucking flat spin. How did you fuck this up, man? He was actually an alright pilot when I first met you, mate. What the fuck are you doing? It just shows how first impressions can really change you. Okay, now down to the 100-pound bombs, which is annoying. I suppose on the plus side, the 109's been spending all of his time trying to maneuver with him. think is he going back to base? Well, that gives me ample time. Okay, bomb doors shut to increase maneuverability and speed. God, I love this thing for mowing down ground targets. It's not as good as the B-34, but still good regardless. This thing just mows them down. I seriously don't get how you fucked that up by killing 90. Yep, he's gonna hit the ground in a second. Well, he's already hit the ground. Is he climbing away to gain an altitude advantage on me? Nope, he's coming right back at us. Okay. That's fine by me. Yes, I'm well aware he's fucking there. Right, turn as hard as we can. Yeah, he's an E3. He's just wounded one of the crewmen on board. Yeah, he's at cannon. He's wasted it all on a killer 90. Okay. That was gorgeous. That shot. Right, dive out the way so that we don't get pilot sniped or anything like that. Oh, just die! Beautiful. Right, well. That was beautiful. This thing soaked up those bullets like a beast. Okay, well, we'll drop the last 6 bombs on here. They're only 100 pounders, so they're not going to kill it, but gets rid of them. Good game. That was a very good game. Oh, thank God for the durability of this thing. Mission maker as well. Perfect. Not very often you get that award. Well, that is certainly a way to end off the trio of purchases, and we even got the Sea Fury to top it all off. Bloody hell, this plane just keeps on giving, don't it? Well, that was a very, very good first impressions of this plane. We'll just quickly order that. I'm not going to put it in the actual thing. Research, we'll get the Hornet done next. Well, that was a very good first impressions. Obviously, the rockets are not the best. I can see why Richie D complains about them. I mean, that third rocket salvo on that pillbox should have killed it. No question about that. But overall, I like the plane. It obviously is a B-34 with lesser armament, but as you saw, it was perfectly capable of dealing with that 109. The durability, spotless as a B-34 should be. I was correct about the no armor plating, but this thing just soaked up those hits like nobody's business. Like I say though, the rockets are not the best for ground strike. Bombs are pretty handy. The 100 pounders are not though, so that's why I dumped them on that base. Just to get rid of them. But hey, I had a lot of fun flying this thing. And if you want to pick this plane up, it is 700 Golden Eagles. Or if you got it how I did, it was 490, because that was the sale. It was either going to be this, or the Russian Hawk, the Kitty Hawk, which is the P-40. But I went with this because I prefer this series of aircraft, and what a choice I made. Anyway, I'll let you guys off because that was a very long battle. Hope you enjoyed today's first flight on the Hudson. Really do like this plane, like I said. It's reasonably maneuverable, as we saw. It's pretty quick in a straight line for a big bomber like it is. And, well, the armament was just good overall. And the payload options, fair enough, they're not the best, but you could just take rockets or just bombs if you want to. I think we will probably go with just the bombs in future, though. Simply due to the rockets not really coming to their good element. We'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. Catch you on the next one.